Hey everybody, good evening and welcome. You are on the cutting edge and I am Buck Wild. I had not done a knife review recently and I was just sitting around the other day and thinking, retail therapy can be a great thing. It can also be a curse, but I hadn't purchased a knife in a while, a new knife, and this particular knife, the Kizer PPY, this had been in my shopping cart for a while on Amazon, and I watched a couple of reviews on YouTube and decided to pull the trigger on this, and I'm going to talk about all the other qualities that I like, but this is the best EDC for your money in my humble opinion. Assuming you're like the vast majority of the people in this country that carry a knife every day, I think this will fulfill your needs, and you cannot beat the price. The Kizer PPY, I don't know how well you can see that, 154 cm steel, beautiful micarta handle and bolster. This is black or gray and red. To me, it looks brown. You've got a deep carry clip. There's some milling out to decrease the weight. The lockup, in my opinion, is fantastic. This knife can be had on Amazon right now for $38 and change. It was $41.26 or something like that after tax, but I mean, I just, in my opinion, again, you cannot beat the price. So let's see, where's my trusty ruler? You can get an idea. The specs on this are like 3.3 or something like this in blade length, and then the overall length is almost 7.5 inches. Let me get a couple of size comparisons in here. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I love micarta, and this is one of my favorites. This is the CJRB Pyrite Alt with the micarta scales, and price-wise, I think this was like $50 or something like that on Amazon, and it's a lightweight. This is like 2.1 ounces. It's a beautiful knife. You've got the button lock, but $38, man, less than $40. So what else do we have? Another knife I picked up recently. I haven't done a review on it yet. This is the Doug Ritter Hogue Knives Mini RSK, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 20 CV steel. You can see that that the Kizer is, noticeably larger, obviously in cutting length as well. But I can tell you, less than $40, you're looking at almost 3 times the cost of the Kizer for this knife. All right. Well, let's pull out another Kizer. The Kizer Bakeliter 2. And this has the M390 steel. I love these micarta scales. It's very, very, very just smooth. Just a beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. But again, this knife was, I don't know, maybe $70. I don't remember. I've had it for a while. I love it. You can see overall length very similar. But again, this knife here is, half the price essentially of this knife. 154 cm versus M390 steel, make the call. That's up to you. Here we go with the Kershaw Iridium Tanto in D2. And look, this is a beautiful knife. I've done a review on this. I love this knife. But both of these knives are made in China. And this is going to cost you, $70 or something. It's going to cost you almost twice as much as you're going to pay for this Kizer. Okay. Granted, you've got this axis lock, and the action on this knife is, really smooth. It's a great knife, but we're talking about, the best bang for your buck. So I'm going to compare this briefly to my Spyderco PM2. I love this knife. This is my go-to EDC. And you can see that the cutting edge on the blade is very similar. It's almost identical. The PM2 is noticeably larger because of the handle. And if you've, researched these online, you know that this is much more expensive than a, $38, $39 Kizer. Now, the last knife that I'm going to put out there, because honestly, the PPY sort of seemed to me as it was a mini Kephart knife. This is the Condor Kephart. It's a fixed blade with carbon steel, obviously. I don't remember what the handles are made of, maybe oak or something like that. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for the Condor because I did not pay retail. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Not going to debate the merits of a fixed blade over a liner lock, but in my head anyway, they're very similar in appearance. And so maybe that's what really appealed to me. So in summary, you've got this beautiful Spearpoint 154 cm steel, these gorgeous micarta scales, which, have a bit of traction on them, not too much. Deep carry clip. The weight is like, I don't know, right at 3 ounces or a hair under. I don't remember exactly. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for a quality EDC knife and you're really watching your money, and who isn't in this economy, less than $40. I mean, $41.26 shipped. You can't beat this, in my opinion. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoy the review. Leave questions or comments below. Please like and subscribe. I am not monetized. I don't get paid by anybody. And I hope that you all have a fantastic weekend. Good night.